Divine King from Tampa, Florida. I've been trading for about 11 months now. I'm also 24 years old, so this is something awesome to be a part of. I really like Buddy a lot because it's helped me overcome one of my biggest challenges of knowing when to enter into the market. Um, I've always been able to see movement, but just sometimes I'll be a little too late to the party. And with Buddy, I'm never late to the party. I'm always on time. I have parameters to set by with a 60 pip stop loss and a 30 pip take profit. Those two target ranges, I know exactly how much I'm risking and I know exactly how much I'm gaining. So I really like Buddy in that aspect as well. I currently have a 100% win rate, and on both of my accounts, I have a demo account going, and that has a 10% gain in it. And then I have a live trading account using Buddy with a 27% gain.
Great day to each of you. This is Diana Hardy plugging in from the East Coast of the U.S. My background is military service, and I've been with Elevate from the very start. It's been a game changer. Buddy has allowed me to have the discipline of putting in trades, putting in my take profit, my stop loss, and then getting on with life. Actually, Buddy has given me back my life because I don't have to sit and watch my trades anymore. I've actually taken 10 trades, so I haven't traded every single day. I've put in 10 trades, and of those 10 trades, 9 were profitable and 1 hit my
from right outside of Atlanta, Georgia. And I want to just share a little bit about the Trade Buddy experience. And it's been remarkable. I've been trading now for about a year and a half, and recently have, before Trade Buddy, been experiencing about 30 to 40% win ratio. And I was really proud of that, even though I've been aspiring to get over 50%. But since I've been using Trade Buddy, I'm over 80% win ratio now. That's more than double because of the Trade Buddy. It's boosted my confidence. It's allowing me to earn daily profits.
When you've never created income through this method whatsoever, whatever that number is huge. I had a vision of a gift that I wanted to give back. Why? Because I got on the other side of money. That's an accomplishment that I want for every one of you in here so that you can truly be free. Good evening, good morning, afternoon, ibüümerang, Elevate, and everyone around the world. Right now I am in Houston, Texas. So I want to say to those of you in the United States, happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So today's a holiday for us. So we're celebrating 2 things today. We're celebrating the legacy and the work of Dr. Martin King Jr. as well as celebrating a major announcement here in ibüümerang. Guys, I'm fired up. If you are fired up and you are just as excited as I am, I want you to light up the chat with your fire emoji. All lines are all maxed out right now. And so hopefully you've had a chance to get on either Facebook, hopefully you got on Zoom, whatever platform it is, but we're all maxed out anticipating this. I've been waiting for this for such a long time, I would say. I appreciate all of those Zooms. I appreciate all of the notifications that are there. And the wait is here. You know, here in Houston, you could probably be about it. Many of you have been sending messages asking how is it happening. Some people say, well, you know what, we're going to launch this even if hell is over. I brought me that joke earlier today. And in Houston today, it is frozen over. Right outside, I looked at my card, right on my entire car. It's just icicles, and it's just dripped in icicles today. So all signals are go. We are ready to rock and roll today. And so I'm really excited, as I mentioned. This is a long time coming. Something that I'm very, 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 very excited. I am very curious as well, because I know what the future holds, but I'm so curious as to see what will the extended results are going to be as a result of the launch of Trade Buddy today. That's right, I said it. If you guys remember, I was in Atlanta, Georgia for a big boot camp that we had. We had our Blue Diamonds, Jackie and Jayla Pippins, who actually hosted a boot camp. And I think I did this in Atlanta and also in Dubai. Specifically in Atlanta, I started asking some questions of people. And many of you that came to that boot camp, you came because you wanted to become a better trader. You wanted not only become a better trader, you wanted bigger profit. You wanted more profits. And I remember standing on stage, and I remember look at the audience. And as I look at the audience and address the audience, one of the questions that I ask is, how many of you have anxiety when you trade? How many of you can do all the studying? Maybe you've listened to Danny Pips go through the 3C strategy, but when it comes down to pushing that button, something in your gut, that stressful, that tension, that anxiety that says, I don't know if I'm pushing the button at the right time. How many of you can relate to that? If you relate to that, I know I can. If you can relate to that, you know what? Just put raise your hand in that, or give me a 1 or something like that to let me know that you can relate to that. You can relate to it. And I asked, how many of you would love to have the antidote for that level of stress, for that level of anxiety? Ladies and gentlemen, it's here. It's finally here. I want to share a couple things before we actually go to that. And I want to right back to some basics. I want to get back to our why. You know, it's been a few years now that we have actually 2.5 years, going on our 3rd year since we have actually launched our Elevate platform. I think this was in 2021, I believe. And when we launched our Elevate platform, there was a specific reason behind it. We launched it because it was a method of education and information that most people had no knowledge of. At the time, I certainly didn't have much knowledge of it. And once I started to understand the art of multiplying and how I could take my own finances in my own hands, actually have my family experience increase. And what I did, like I almost do everything, is I kind of voraciously go in. I kind of went all in with so much time and attention, just paying attention to what was happening in the world of foreign exchange currency. What I found is I found patterns. Something that actually did work. But more important, what I found is I found my keys to financial independence. And more importantly, so many people, we've been able to give them a fee of the key. You know, it is when you have your home and maybe you have a guest, or you have your son or your daughter or whoever that may be, you got to go give them a copy of the key. Why do you give them a copy of the key? So they can actually have access to the house. Ladies and gentlemen, what we wanted you to have access to that information. Access to that house of freedom, access to the house of financial independence the way you describe it. I can't describe it for you, and that's not my job. But what I can do is to let you know that we've been working extremely hard. Once we started our Elevate with education, and education will always be our foundation. Here's what we recognize throughout the educational platform that we designed versions of it. We've been able to put out a plethora of information in multiple different languages that have allowed so many people to experience extraordinary results. Okay. in so many different places around the world. If I was to go out all of the stories that I've actually heard, because of what we've done elevate information that's there, this call would actually go on for quite a few hours. What I want to share with you is your story, your current story, where you are today. I want to talk about the story that you actually envision for tomorrow, because that story can have a major impact. I start to see the difference that Elevate was making in so many people's lives. I always joke, tell people, but it's really serious that if I had known this information, what we teach in Elevate, if I had known this in the 4th grade, I probably wouldn't have gone to the 5th grade. Why? What was my purpose for going to college? What was my purpose for going and getting a higher level of education? It was so that I could provide better income. Just be candid. I wanted more money. I didn't want to know what engineers do. I didn't understand chemistry, physics. That is not what I really wanted. I took those engineering classes because I simply realized, and they sold me on this whole, if you take those engineering classes, you will actually be a little bit more rare or more scarce. You will be more in demand than everyone else, meaning that you can actually demand a higher salary. Then I got into the world, obviously, of network marketing, started to study people like Jim Rohn, and when he says profits are much better than wages. When I start to understand I could actually create profit and not get paid for the wage, it opened up a whole different level of education. And that's why today I'm a big believer in self-education. Educating oneself. My question for you is this: how often, each day, do you apply what amount of time to improving the quality of your life through education? Whether it's through your own personal mentorship, whether it's through other videos, audios, books, or whatever it is. Today, when you go to sleep tonight, you can actually look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I'm a little bit better today than I was yesterday. I'm a little bit closer to a goal today than I was yesterday. That's what the goal is, ladies. And so once we started to release this and we started to get these stories, here's the things I can share with you. I can share with you that what I found is this. Now being in financial education business, I found that there's three different ways to produce type of information. The first way is what we've done. We've always done it, continue to do it. That is, we can actually show you where the information is. Show you the information is. And then we can also teach you how to, that's the first way, show you where it is and to teach how to do it. Okay. The second way is this, that we can actually collect all of the information for you and say here, we've edited everything that's not necessary, and we can put it all in the place right here, and we can make it so simple for you to execute. Called Trade Buddy. Trade Buddy does all of the analysis. It does all the hard part. The heavy lifting is already done for you, kind of like a puzzle that's already brought you, or some modular is brought to you. And all you got to do is to say 1 to 3 and click it there. And the third way is to say, you know what, I'll just do it for you. Here's what I realize, ladies and gentlemen, is that we don't be the company that just going to do it for you. Why? Because when something is done for you, what I realize is there's appreciation for it. Number 2, you don't want anything. Number 3, there's no freedom. Why? Because when the thing that's done for you is taken away from you, your freedom is also taken away from you. So, ladies and gentlemen, what Trade Buddy is what everybody really been looking for. That combination between having all of the hard work done for you, whereas all you've got to do now is take a 3-step approach, 1, 2, 3, and push a button with confidence. You saw my nephew who was on the very first testimonial, Brian King. It was my nephew, and I've been able to get my family involved with elevating Trade Buddy, and many of the people who were trial basis were families of mine as well, family friends. I said, hey, listen, I want you to be part of our trial as well. And when you're hearing the type of results, and I just watched these videos, and I saw Trey had talk about his, I saw Diana Harding talk about her results, and my nephew, and so the people that you're going to hear from, and you're going to have a continuous list of people talk about results that they're getting with faith. You had a chance to see me you actually had a chance to see me on stage, Avinash Nagama, and we talk about some of our here and some of this that we've gotten as well. What we wanted to do, ladies and gentlemen, is that we realize that as we have evaluated the industry and evaluated our clients, customers, and the people who are part of it, where we find that the trouble is the home that's necessary for to identify when to execute. Many of you already know more than you need to get to. The challenge is many of you don't trust yourself. Ask you a question a while back, just like I asked today. How many of you would love to have that buddy? Somebody right on your shoulders saying, this is where you should be. This is when you do it. All the work has been done for you. You don't have to worry about knowing 100%. All of the analysis. Get that out of the way. Now, what does that do for you? I'll give some of the benefits of the buddy, and why Trade Buddy is my buddy. Why I'm going to ask you to become my buddy in trading. For one, it saves so much time. One of the things that I've recognized in our organization that I see we are actually going to change is that we have some people in our company who are incredible work marketers. And we have some people who were incredible marketers. And what do you mean by work? What we found is this is that whole new world of education has brought a couple of opportunities, and opportunities all bring about a little bit of challenge or change. I say challenge, but change. And so many people have dove head first so much of the education that they now have done what I call professors of trading, and they never do any network marketing. And that's their businesses go as they try to figure out, okay, well, here's what I need to do. Here's what I need to do. My business isn't growing, focusing on my trading. I might win a trade here, trade here. And at the end of the day, the time that they've actually taken to become a great trader has taken away from the business. We said, hey, listen, let's continue focusing on what we are excellent at, and let's allow us to do the heavy lifting. If you are ready to get back to what it is that you know that you love, and that inspiring people, being able to share a story with people, being able to share success stories, your success stories, friends and family and relative success stories, and watch the light bulb go off in their head as they start to see success. I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, being in this for over 30 plus years, one of the biggest and most successful things that I have actually part of is listening and watching the stories. Watching the stories of so many people who get involved in this world called network marketing, and they start with that simple list of names. We have now given you a real, true product that you can actually market. A product that does the heavy lifting, a product that does the majority of the work for you. And that's what Trade Buddy is all about. That mission that I started a while back, years ago, and we have continued. You guys heard me talk about the promise of wanting to take this information and put it into the into the hands of younger people all over the world, so that when they start graduating from high school, if they want to go to college, they can. But they have a way for them to make themselves $300, $500 on a daily basis. And I'm not guaranteeing any income or predicting that everything's a guarantee, but I'm sharing with you some of the results that people are having just within the first 30 minutes of the day, specifically with Trade Buddy. They can have that opportunity. And I still have that vision right now to actually share this level of information and this tool with more people around the world than anybody ever has. And so, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to The timing is when. Now. I want everybody in the chat say now. Put now in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I've got people who've been texting me trying to get inside of our Zoom, and it's still full. And I told them, I said, hopefully, if somebody drops off, you guys may be able to get in there. But this thing is over full right now. Everybody's saying now. The time is right now. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you right now, ibüümerang and Elevate goes to a whole new direction. Let the educators be the educators. So many of great people who can impact people all over the world have now tried to become an educator, and they're holding this class and this class and this class and teaching. And I'm watching people, and they have great intentions. But what we've got to do is let the company do the work. Let the tools do the heavy lifting for you. And so what I want to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is I want to first of all welcome you guys. I think you guys see T Gray. Is that T Gray next to me right now? They can't see it? No, we're good. We're good. They can see you. They can see it. Yeah. They've been doing a lot of hard work over here and all behind the scenes, right? I got a whole entire tech team, as we always have, right? I appreciate that, guys. But as I said, guys, let's let the tools do the heavy lifting. What you're going to start seeing, as I talked about it in the beginning of or the end of December, I told you you're going to start seeing simplification. You're going to start seeing this company evolve. You're going to start seeing some simple changes. Instead of us telling you about them, we're just going to make them happen, and you will see them, and you'll understand what we've been doing behind the scenes to make ibüümerang the most admired company in network marketing. Number one, I want to say to each and every one of you who are watching, listening to my voice right now, I want to say thank you, first of all. I want to say congratulations. Thank you. We appreciate you for staying with this vision. And we're going to continue bringing you more and more and more technology. And so it gives me great pleasure. It gives me a great honor. It's a great honor of mine, as I always like to introduce friends of mine. And I always like to tell friends about an opportunity. And instead of me telling friends about an opportunity, I'm introducing a friend to ibüümerang and Elevate called Trade Buddy. And so, ladies and gentlemen, today officially, each and every one of you will have the ability to go in on our new official Elevate app, which launches today, which is actually officially available today as well. And you can download the Trade Buddy app and the Trade Buddy technology and start trading with a buddy. Let's talk a little bit about Trade Buddy and what the costs are and how it works and how you're going to be able to use it. Now, here's the thing I want to share with you, right? All of it's already ready. There's nothing that needs to be done. It's not 99% ready. It's actually ready. We have been using it. I can tell you right now, it's like it's a pip fest when you start using Trade Buddy. It is a total pip fest. And as we say, it is finally here. When you look at Trade Buddy, well, what's the cost of Trade Buddy? Trade Buddy for ambassadors. It's finally here. $299.99, $300 for Trade Buddy. For customers, it's $349.99. That means that every customer that you get, there's a $50 commission every time they pay their subscription for Trade Buddy. Now, I know some of you are probably saying, okay, $399, that's way too inexpensive. That's way too cheap. All right. And I know that, some of you are probably saying, is it really worth it if it's that inexpensive? We had actually a test group, and many of the people came back and they said, hey, listen, I think this should be $1,000. It should be, some people said it should be $2,000 a month. And what we recognized was that's not what we were aiming for. What we were aiming for was the masses. We were aiming for you. Our goal is to put a tool in your hand and show you exactly what to do and how to actually get it done. So, how to buy it. Let's talk about how to buy it. All right. When ambassadors want to buy Trade Buddy, we already know that the price is $299. Ambassadors just log right into their back office. You log into the back office, customers can actually go to the Power by iGo with their link, and they can actually purchase from there. Anyone who purchases what we call the CEO pack will also automatically have the Trade Buddy, right? And you're going to start seeing a simplified version of how to get started with ibüümerang. Actually, through our presentations, we've typically had about 4 different pages of how to get started and what the different packages are. We've actually consolidated 4 different pages down to 1 simple page and 3 simple options. That's right. No more first class this and first class trade and first class travel and second class travel and no class trade and all of that kind of stuff. Very simple, 1 page, 3 simple options. You actually have a simplified version of what you need to do. People who pre-purchased the Trade Buddy, and we did have quite a few people who have been waiting to join our company, and they said, hey, listen, if you allow us to pre-purchase it, we want to pre-purchase it. They've been waiting in what we call a holding tank. We are now going to unleash them as well. You guys already have it. There's nothing else to do. You've already purchased it. It's already a part of your back office. And so with that, I'm really excited about it. Now, in order to download the app, where do you go to download the app? You go right to the Apple Store or go to the Google Play Store and search for Elevate. Now, once you see it in the Apple Store, it may come up ELLEV_8. That is the correct app. That is the correct app. If you see the underscore there, it is still the correct app. Okay. Now, with the Trade Buddy, some of you are so excited right now, and I want to share with you what all is going to come with it as well. Right? I want you to pay close attention because there's another announcement that I'm making. All right, there's another announcement that I'm making, and there's a commitment that I am making as well for those of you who want to be my trading buddy. Okay, if you'd like to be HP's trading buddy, say me. I would like to be a trading buddy. Okay. Because I'm looking for some trading buddies here. That's what I'm looking for. I want a group of people who want to trade with HP. Now, many of you see my trading results. If you've been a part of some chat groups, I'll kind of, log them in and share with you. And there's several reasons why in the Elevate classes, you very seldom see me jump in and start teaching courses, because the way that I actually teach and the way that I actually trade is a very simplified version. And sometimes I oversimplify things. All of the things that you've heard from all of our trading coaches that we have, those guys are actually, they're accurate. They understand the information. I process it differently. I see it differently. And I see it in a very simple fashion. The things that they teach, I see it in a very simple fashion. But if you stay tuned to this call for the first time, those of you will have an opportunity to trade with HP. Okay. Now, before, you guys know that I've done trading events, and you've heard me talk about the trading events that I'm doing or that I've done called Trade Warriors. Trade Warriors actually is going to come back. I'm not promoting that right now, but it will come back. But that's completely outside of ibüümerang, completely outside of Elevate. It's an entirely separate company. And at Trade Warriors, it's $25,000 to $50,000 to come and trade with HB. All right. And you got to have $100,000 in your trading account just to get accepted to attend. And we have people who attended that training. You've seen some of the testimonials of many of our students who come, learn what they learn at Trade Warriors, and some of them have left there and become multiple 6- and 7-figure traders. And so towards the end, I'm going to give each and every one of you an opportunity to trade alongside with HP. But what we've done is this. While launching Trade Warriors. Now, inside, just want to let you know, launching the Trade Buddy, also inside of your brand new Elevate app, there's a Trade Buddy that's in there, and there's a tutorial that's already set up in a video. I think it's the fourth video, third or fourth video in the Trade Buddy component that teaches you exactly what to do and how to set up your Trade Buddy. It's actually set up for you, but how to actually use it. It's already set up. The trial basis that all of us went on, we had to go through courses on how to set it up and things of that nature. You don't have to worry about any setup. We're just going to teach you how to use it. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, just like we said. As easy as 1, 2, 3. But Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to have Trade Buddy calls so that for those of you who have questions, those of you who just want to get on and learn a little bit more, see it operate, watch the simplicity of it, we're going to have those type of support calls for you coming up here this Monday. Wednesday, is this Monday today? Or that's next Monday? Next Monday.
This Wednesday.
I'm sorry, this Wednesday, this Friday, and following Monday. Okay, so 2 days from now, Wednesday, and then Friday, and then Monday, we'll have those calls. And that way you'll be able to get the support from our profit coaches who's actually going to be teaching on the Trade Buddy as well. Okay, so really, really, really excited about that. Right, and ladies and gentlemen, I think we've got a couple more testimonials that we just love for you to be able to see with regard to Trade Buddy. So we can roll those testimonials, and I'll come right back with something that's pretty cool and exciting for you as well.
I'm a program manager for one of the banks here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the group that I'm in is data management and technology. So prior to Buddy, my win rate was about 20 to 25%. I would have some gains, I would have a little bit of losses, but I just didn't have the consistent gains that I was looking for, and I wasn't trading as frequently. But after Buddy, I found myself trading more, and then my win rate increased to 51%. Like, that's the amazing thing about Buddy. What happened was it allowed me to increase my account size to about 33%. I love what Buddy has done for me because prior to Buddy, I struggled with my confidence. I would have my technical analysis. I would see the confirmations I need to take trades, but yet I did not take the trades. So with Buddy, it helped build my confidence. So with Buddy, it's just been so amazing, just building my confidence and being more comfortable in my own technical analysis. So I'm just loving what this has been doing for my trading journey, and I'm excited for what Buddy can do for this community.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Andres Hernandez coming to you from the BÜM.
So I'm just loving what this is doing for my trading journey, and I'm excited for what Buddy can do for this community.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Andres Hernandez coming to you from the BÜM.
The sound is off. People are saying sound is off. There we go.
This was a little ahead.
Sound is still off. But they can't hear.
That might. Yeah. got introduced into the Forex world. As soon as I saw it, I knew that there was potential to cash out, to really make some money. But I have to be honest, I'm not that kind of a guy that can stay connected or focused or engaged. But imagine having somebody by your side that can help you take away a little bit of that uncertainty that you may feel, that can give you a little bit more confidence, confirmation on what you see in the market. Well, that is exactly what I found with my trading buddy. With Trade Buddy, I've been able to be a little bit more confident in what I see in the market. You know, has taken away a little bit of that uncertainty, and it has shown. So just to give you an idea, through some notifications, I've been able to work 12 times with Trading Buddy, hand in hand. And out of those 12 times, 11 of them have been positive, meaning I've been able to take profit out of the market. And only one time, I didn't get the result that I wanted. So imagine having that consistency with the help of your trading buddy that can help you take away a little bit of that uncertainty, help you confirm what you see in the market, because you still do your own research, you don't your own analysis, but imagine having somebody that can confirm what you see. They can give you, you know, a little bit more confidence, take away that uncertainty. I'm very happy with Trading Buddy. Since I've, you know, started using it, I've seen my account in a little bit over a month grow a little bit over 20%. But the most important thing is that I found consistency, and that uncertainty is not there anymore.
Importantly, we want your testimony. You guys can hear me now? Yep, they can hear me now. Okay, great. Wonderful, wonderful. That's the most important testimonial, is your testimonial. Finally, now there is a tool other than just the education alone. One of the things that we know is we looked at how many people are actually going through the educational portal and going through all of the scenarios and completing the courses. So what we find is many people are shortcutting that and saying, you know what, enough of this education, let me go right into the market. And as a result, we know what happens. The education is there, but many of the people have been actually having some experiences that have been less than profitable. If you are like me, raise your hands in the chat and say, I am like you, or me too, if you suffered a loss or some losses due to not knowing when to enter or not knowing when to exit. Let me know if it's you. Or is it just me? Am I the only person who suffered some losses in the market? Okay. So what I'm saying is that most of you guys are just like me. Now, here's what I want to share with you. I'm gonna be very candid with you. I'm gonna look you in the eyes and I'm gonna tell you this. Sometimes we think that we're too smart for our own good, and yours truly have been one of those guys. You know, I've got my own little system and I know exactly how to go in, and I know when to go in and grab profit. I know supply and demand, and I've got a structure that works for me. And I had my trade buddy, I had my buddy, and this is when me and my buddy was just getting to know each other, okay? My buddy was just getting to know each other. I introduced him to a couple of my other friends, and I'm like, I don't know if I trust you so well yet, because you're just a buddy. You know what I'm saying? He was a bud. He wasn't my buddy. He was a bud. There's a difference between a bud and a buddy. So it was my trade bud. And my trade bud would tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, listen, take this trade. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, no, I'm not taking that trade. And guess what? I didn't take the trade. Well, my bud went on. Next thing you know, my bud comes back with a Mercedes-Benz. What do I mean? He made enough money for a Mercedes-Benz. And I'm like, okay, all right, you know. And I watched that several times. And then I would watch my bud, and I've got my little system going, and I'd say, I'm going to enter this trade. My bud say, I wouldn't enter that trade. I want to share this with you. In my personal experience, almost 100% of the time that I went against what Trade Buddy was saying, When Trade Buddy was telling me that this is a bull and I should buy, and I entered a sell or stayed in a sell, for me, 100% of the time, not 99, 100% of the time, Trade Buddy was right. Trade Buddy was right during those times. And so I have now allowed my bud to be my buddy, and I follow the lead of Trade Buddy. If Trade Buddy says it's bull, I'm going to bet on the bull. If Trade Buddy says it's a bear, I am going to place a sell. And here's what I have learned. What I have learned is that I am now more profitable. I am more profitable following my buddy. I'm not saying my buddy has been right 100% of the time. Not one person or anybody is going to be right 100% of the time. But what I can say is that Trade Buddy has made even me a much better trader because all the hard work has been done for me. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, 1 o'clock in the morning. Why? Trade Buddy's knocking on my phone saying, wake up, opportunities here. And 1 o'clock in the morning, I just get up and I see what it says. I look at it. I say 1, 2, 3. I look at those 3 things. You know what? I go ahead and place the trade and I go back to sleep and I wake up and there's money right there in my wallet. Okay. Or right there in my trading account. And so that's what we want to create for you, an experience, whereas the heavy lifting has been done, still a little small 1, 2, 3 step that you want to do. And that way you can get into trade with confidence, have boldness about what it is that you do. And so what we want to do, ladies and gentlemen, is want to congratulate every single one of you for getting Trade Buddy, become a Trade Buddy member today. And we are going to have some strong support for you. Now, what's the next announcement? He just put it on the screen. You can put it back there now. Next announcement is this. All right. What we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm looking for a few people. HB is going to do a bigger business builders masterclass. Okay, yours truly. All right, and it'll be myself primarily that will grace the stage and share with you from start to finish. Now we're going to make this a combination. Instead of just the trading boot camp that we would normally have, this is going to be a 3-day event. What we're going to do as well is I'm going to show you some secrets and some tips on how to maximize. We're going to show you some secrets and tips on how to maximize profits in Trade Buddy. What we've done is we set Trade Buddy up. When you start hearing these results, these are people who are using Trade Buddy, and we set it up very conservative. Why? Because we don't want to guarantee anybody anything, and we don't want people going out saying, here's a guaranteed way to make $1 million or a guaranteed way to make 200% in your account. That's not what Trade Buddy is all about. What we did is we set Trade Buddy up in some parameters so that you can be profitable every single day. There's opportunities in the market for you to exercise your profit. That's what it's designed for. But what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to maximize it. Okay? And so we are going to do a master's class right here in Houston, Texas. Number one, a trading master class for Trade Buddy and Elevate. And then you're going to have a day and a half of HB showing you how to become a bigger business builder. Okay, a better business builder. Okay, bigger and better business builder. That's right. Calling all networkers. This way you can put all of this stuff that you've been doing to the side of trying to teach everyone else how to trade and how to spend 12 hours a day on education when we've already got profit coaches who are the best, and get focused on building a network that will pay you residual income. And so we're putting this together, ladies and gentlemen, and this will be on March, the first weekend in March. I think we have the date up there already. Oh, okay. March 9th through 11th. March 9th through 11th is when we're going to do this major event right here in Houston, Texas. And when you look at this, just like we've done before, our boot camps were $1,250. This one here, ladies and gentlemen, because you guys are getting the Trade Buddy, We cut the price down to $999, and there's CV that's in there as well. Your customers can come to this because day one will be partially the trading masterclass plus some HP. Day two, all bigger and better business building masterclass of HB. And day number three is going to be Monday morning trading session with HB and our educators. And what we're going to do that day, my goal is to show each and every one of you how to leave there that morning alone. That trading session that we'll do that morning is to leave there with the cost of your event paid for that morning. That's what the goal is. And then there's going to be another little bonus. Right after the trading session, HB is going to lead the entire company into a masterclass game planning session so that every single person who's wondering, what should I be doing when I leave an event? Don't have to wonder anymore. I'm going to show you exactly how to equip yourself, how to leave there, how to sell the opportunity and promote the opportunity the way it should be promoted, how to leave there and go get 10 brand new enrollees, 10 brand new ambassadors, how to go out there and duplicate your organization and get back to what you are an expert in. Get back to doing the things that nobody else can do but you. One of the things that I pride myself on, ladies and gentlemen, is understanding how to delegate. I allow myself to focus on only the things, or focus on the majority of the things that no one else can do. I don't put PowerPoints together. Why? Mark is an expert at that. I don't actually go out there and look at our back office and deal with vendors. Why? T. Gray's excellent at that. I don't book my own calendar and set my set my schedules. Why? Because Anna's great at that. You know what I focus on? I focus on doing the small things that make the biggest difference. So now when it comes to all of this analyzing the market, becoming educated, let the other people do that. Listen to the buddy. He's going to tap you on the shoulder. She's going to wake you up in the middle of the night and let you know, hey, listen, there's an opportunity. Let them do the hard work. You get back to spreading the dream. Why? Nobody else can do it for you but you. There's people out there right now who's waiting. There's people out there who's saying, there's an opportunity out there for me. 2024 has come. And I know I've been asking for something. I've been looking for some way, some opportunity to actually put freedom in my own hands. Some way, somehow, something out there that's much better for me than what I've been given. The economy, we know the way it is right now. We see the direction that things have been going. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no better time right now to build a business than right now. This is that time. This is that time. I want to share something with you in closing. And I want to give you an idea. I want you to have this picture in your mind. This is not something I want you to go give to other people. I want to give you this picture. I want you to understand the power of what you really have and the simplicity of how to properly utilize it. And we're going to show you how to maximize. You know, most people right now, when you start asking them what's your goal for 2024, most people want more opportunity, and many people are looking to start a brand new business. People today are investing $30, $40, $50, $100,000 into new opportunities and new businesses, only to wait 2 years before they actually turn a profit. Here at ibüümerang, ladies and gentlemen, you're not just a network marketer. You own and operate a business. You understand it that way. I sat down with a person and I showed them the other day. I said, listen, let me share with you something. Let me share. Ask me, what is it that you do? And I was over at the Hard Rock in Miami and over in Hollywood, Florida, when a gentleman who's a CEO of a company asked me, he says, what is it that you do? And I told them exactly what it is that I do. Is that I'm in the fintech business and I teach professionals and non-professionals how to take a small budget and multiply that budget to produce a 6-figure and some 7-figure result. He says, well, how much money does the average person start with? And I told him, I said, my average person can start with as low as $5,000. He told me how many people he could introduce to. Here's what I shared with him. I'm going to share with you what I shared with him. Because see, he's a business person. This guy's already a multimillionaire. And he was thinking that I was going to talk to him about a business that will cost hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars to start. I showed him a simple plan, okay, of what I actually do and what the opportunity could consist of. Let me give you an example. Go to the next slide. Okay. I want to give a disclaimer here. Why? Because this is not a guarantee of income and these are not predictive results. This is just a sample. And this is much more conservative than what the testimonials have been here. I just want to show you something so you can have the picture of what it is that you have in your hand. If you really understood it, you really understood it. With Trade Buddy, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, it changes the entire game because you don't have to be the point person any longer. You don't have to be that point person. Go to the next slide. I told him, I said, hey, listen, with a $5,000 budget, here's typically what will happen. A person can get started at our company at the highest level. The CEO pack is going to be $1,349, basically $1,350. That's the highest level. They can start a little lower, but I'm talking about maxing this out. I'm talking about a person with a real opportunity. A person who invests themselves about $1,000 into coaching and training and things of that nature. And in this example, we're talking about the master's class. Now, at some point in time, you know, the master's class is going to be over, but over the period of a year, let's say they just invested $1,000 in 1 year, $1,000 in 1 year. And let's just assume that along with their trade buddy, they set aside a $3,000 budget for their trading account. That's it. You're looking at around $5,000. Here's an example of what 1 year could look like as being a business builder while allowing Trade Buddy to do the simple results work. This is not maximizing Trade Buddy. This is just the way Trade Buddy is set up right now. Let me show you the next slide here. I put together a business building model. Said you started off at with the CEO pack, and in your 12th month here, in your 12th month, you actually went Ruby. You weren't a Ruby for 12 months. You were a Sapphire, in your 3rd month, and then you ended up going Ruby in your 12th month. We did a model showing that you're making about 10% of your volume here, which you can make a little bit more than that, and you can make a little bit less. This is just a simple model. After 12 months, you're looking at about $28,000 in total business building income. But you also had Trade Buddy, and you had Trade Buddy going to work for you. This is called smart leverage. Let me show you what happens here if you simply had Trade Buddy working for you. You did 2 models. Let me make a slide, please. We did one just showing 10% monthly success and one showing 20% monthly success. You've heard people up here talking about 80% and 50% and 10% in their first week and things of that nature. We're just saying monthly. I can't guarantee you what the numbers are, but if you just allow Trade Buddy to work with you in this model here, at the 10%, you got about a $9,000, $9,400 profit. 20%, you got almost $27,000 in profit. What you're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, you're talking about 2024 for a person who starts a business with about $5,000 has a potential of around $55,000 in profit by the end of 2024. Now, we know many of you are making way more than that, and that's fine, but I'm talking about the person who's right now, they don't know what to do. Talking about that person who know they're not going to get a promotion on their job. Talking about the person who's frustrated and passed over for promotions. Talking about the person maybe who lost their job and need immediate income and want financial independence. Because you don't have to stop right here. You know as well as I know, these numbers can be much larger. At the master's class, I'm going to show you how to maximize the entire profits. I'm going to show you from start to finish in both categories how to become a much bigger and better business builder. Network marketing and our profit coaches, along with myself, are going to show you how to maximize the Trade Buddy. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited for each and every one of you. I'm excited to have you on this call. Again, I want to say happy New Year's to each and every one of you. Go to the next slide, the last slide that we have here. Okay. Happy New Year's to each and every one of you. And we are going to have tonight our very first presentation as we talk about TradeBuddy. That's going to be by no other than our Chief Operating Officer, Mr. T. Gray himself. I want to say congratulations to our entire team that we have here at ibüümerang, who's been working really hard from Australia to Canada to the United States, all over the place that we have, who've been working really hard to make sure we deliver the best, to deliver your buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the future. Welcome to ibüümerang, and enjoy your trade buddy. Can't wait to see you guys on the call. Goodbye.
Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Haupu from San Diego. I'm actually coming on to tell you how I felt about TradeBuddy when I first heard about it. I was actually really excited. I've been trading since April 2021, and I found that I was developing some bad habits in my trading. I was getting a little lazy, to be honest. And when TradeBuddy came along, it gave me the opportunity to trade when the trades hit, and to, look at my charts and kind of evaluate where that trade was going before I took the trade. But guess what? I could put in the trade, do a stop loss and a take profit, and it helped me earn over 52% in the first 8 days of me trying TradeBuddy. So I'm very, very excited about this new platform because it will be able to help so many people get over that hump and fear of trading. Thanks, TradeBuddy.
Aloha, my name is Lacey Tobosa from Hilo, Hawaii, and my background is in business and information technology. I'm a business owner and have been doing massage therapy for over 15 years. I'm also a very busy mom of 2 active little boys, and so I embarked on this journey to learn how to trade so that way I could get back to what's really important in life for me, and that's spending quality time with my children. Now, with the TradeBuddy in this last week, I've been able to earn 14% in profits. All I did was utilize the tools that I learned through the Elevate courses as added confirmations to the high probability trades that the TradeBuddy was sharing. This technology has been a huge support in helping me gain the success that I was looking for. I'm super excited for y'all to get your hands on the TradeBuddy because it truly has been a game changer in my trading journey. Thank you, TradeBuddy.